Hi, my name is Curtis Vance. I'm a specialist in the United States Army.
One could say that Curtis Vance was born to serve. He comes from a long line of military veterans, including his father, grandfathers, his older sister Sabrina, uncles, including five-time great-uncle William Barrett Travis, commander of the Alamo. So when Curtis graduated from Weatherford High School, he joined the Army and was stationed to Fort Benning, Georgia, where he had the unique opportunity to run the unit's museum, called the China Room.
Our commander put us in charge of the little unit museum. It's all the items that we had in this museum were, just things that the unit had collected over the many years and many wars and battles that it had fought in. So these are all, units, or all like items and pieces that are important to the unit's history.
So this one right. Curtis excelled as the curator, to the level where VIPs from all over the world would visit and coin him out of admiration, including a coin from the chief of the Korean Navy.
It's really cool to see all these things and receive these things from these different people, and they're really only given out if you've impressed that person. So it's a kind of a big deal, so to speak.
Due to restructuring in the military, there was a possibility that some of the units at Fort Benning could be deactivated, while Curtis was the curator.
If the unit got deactivated, then all of the smaller units that fell underneath it, all the subordinate units, were going to get deactivated as well. And then you have this China Room and all this history that we really didn't want to see locked away in some storage area that no one would get to look at and no one would get to know the story. So my brigade public affairs officer came down and did a little segment in a newspaper article for me, just trying to get the message out there that we have this and we really don't want it to be locked away. And the commander of the 18th Airborne Corps, he read that newspaper article and decided that he wanted to come down and see the China Room for himself and get a tour for himself from me. So he is completely unbeknownst to me. He just showed up at our doorstep one day and said, "Hey, let me see the China Room." So I grabbed the key and I went down there and I gave him the tour of everything. I explained to him that there's so many people, past and present, served with this unit that would just hate to see all of this history get locked away. And at the end of the tour, he pulled me aside and he said, Specialist Vance, like the way you present this, the way you talk about this, this is a wonderful unit. I can tell that you really do care. You've done hours of research. You've given this tour to countless people. You've learned so much about this unit, and you've convinced me to take the fight to Department of the Army all the way up in Washington, D.C. to try and keep 115 alive and well.
Curtis is thankful to Weatherford ISD for his education, and to his mother Peggy, who works at Weatherford High School, for a trait that helped him earn these honors.
A lot of that to thank my mom. She kept a very, very clean house, and she made sure that I knew how to keep a clean house as well.
Yes, he probably got some good cleaning skills and organizational skills from me, but it was all his doing.
While the fate of the China Room is still up in the air, one thing we know for certain is that Peggy Vance is proud of all of her family who have served, and that in Weatherford, we will always be proud of our servicemen and women.
Again, just proud. There's just no other word for it. They offered their lives for our protection, for the protection of ours.
You realize that life wouldn't be that way if there wasn't people in the military serving, not just myself, but everyone from the Army, the Marine Corps, the Navy, the Air Force, the Coast Guard, protecting our freedoms and ensuring that quality of life that we have here in the United States. And so I feel very proud to be a part of it.
If you or a loved one has served or is currently serving our country, Please share their photo and what branch of the military that they are in below. This way we can all say a huge thank you for their courage and sacrifice to help keep our freedom.